Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. Should we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhollow today? Oh, I don't know what happened to my voice there. Today. Just doing a bit of a vocal warm-up. Yeah, we'll be vibing out. I guess we'll go back to the holiday conversations. It's weird to think I'm still talking about the holiday, despite the fact it's been over a month, I think, since I've been on a holiday. The fact that I can still carry a conversation about it is either a testament to all the things we did on holiday or a testament to my rambling skills. And I suppose we'll find out today. Hello everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow at 6:10 p.m. on Thursday, April 13th, 2023. So I got my good old photo album ready and open. We've actually left Barcelona now, and I didn't realise conversationally that we've talked about the road trip-ish from Barcelona to Murcia? I think it was Murcia, right? You know, it's a month ago. It's so hazy in my mind, I can barely see. But I don't know particularly what we're going to talk about. You know what we could talk about? We could talk about this breakfast cafe thing we went to. Now, I feel like I've actually, for someone who doesn't drink coffee, I've spoken about cafes quite a lot because I always say I love the vibes of cafes. You know, just like being able to sit down, you know, you can cut up with a book or you can do some work or you can just people watch, etc., etc. It's nice to have a sit down area where you can get like a small bite or a drink. But you don't need to like commit to a full meal or anything. So, you know, just a little cafe, you know, just something light like that. Now, I've not been, actually, I have been to a surprising amount of cafes and I've ordered very few like drinks or whatever or food from them in the first place. Namely because I don't drink coffee for one. So, of course, I never go to things like Costa, Starbucks. I don't know what other coffee shops are. What other mainstream coffee shops are there? Those are like the two big ones in the UK at the very least. Maybe if you're in Canada, a bit of Tim Hortons. What other coffee chains are there? Dunkin' Donuts do coffee, right? I think McDonald's does coffee as well, don't they? I don't think I've ever ordered a coffee from any of these, or any shop, now I think about it. Because as I say, I don't drink coffee. Mainly it's because I don't need the caffeine boost, or I don't particularly want the caffeine boost. The video, but you might be like, don't you drink tea? I do drink tea, but I haven't actually drunk a lot of tea recently. Nowadays, I kind of just drink like green tea or herbal teas, rather than black teas that you know. I mean, I still like tea. You know, if I went to your house and you were like, "Hey, dear darling, would you like a cup of tea?" And I'd be like, "Oh yes, thank you very much." And I'd be like, just some milk, no sugar for me, please." That's how I drink my tea. I don't know why you would care about that, but there you go. We don't have anything to talk to you about, Mr. Torchmire. And I know there's a little bit of caffeine, I suppose, in tea, but again, it's not something I have. It's not like I have tons of tea or anything. I used to have like one cup of tea in the morning, or one mug of tea in the morning, and that'd be it. Sometimes, if I didn't have it in the morning, I would have it in the afternoon instead. Sometimes I'd have two, but yeah, it's mainly I don't drink coffee. I don't drink much tea anymore. I only really drink like herbal teas, you know, and that sort of thing. And I don't really have much in the way of a sweet tooth. So, you know, a lot of the times I feel like cafes often sell things like croissants or like little cakes or donuts or things along with like muffins and things like that. And I don't mean like English muffins. No, I mean the cake muffins, not the bready muffin. Or English muffins as you might know them as. Yeah, but they're not really things I eat, I suppose, all that often. Like, out of that list, I think if I went to cafe and I was like, and someone was like, you have to get like a food snacky sort of item from my cafe, what would I get? I mean, first things first, I would get like a savoury sandwich if I could or something. Even though it's more expensive, it's what I'm more like inclined to eat because again, I don't care that much for sweet things. But if I had to choose something, then I would choose like a blueberry muffin or something like that. You might be like, what about a pistachio croissant? Like, croissants are fine, I'd say. I do like pain au chocolat, I'm going to be honest. But, you know, I don't think a lot of the times I'd go out on my way to choose it. It's sort of just like, if it's there, I guess I'll eat it. But, again, I guess that also ties into the fact I don't really, I don't really snack much in the first place either. So, really, cafes are just sort of, like, perfectly designed to match the exact aesthetic I want. But for practical purposes, is not something which appeals to me. Which is anything, you know, is fate. Could fate ever be as cruel? Two star-crossed lovers destined never to meet? You might call me Romeo and Juliet with cafes, or Hime and Hikoboshi. I can't remember what the guys called him that. But still, we went a long and short of it is we went to his cafe in Murcia, because in Murcia there is This is Mercia, right? Wait, did I talk about... Yeah, I did talk about Gaudi. I was like, wait a minute, but I was like, Gaudi's in Barcelona. But there's a church in Mercia. I don't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but basically it was just something I added to itinerary because it was like, whoa, this is like the number one thing to see in Mercia. And all the things I saw reading about the church was everyone was like, hey, you know, there's so many cafes around here. Like, here's some good cafes which you can go to just basically have a nice little drink in view of the church. And I was like, awesome. So we went to one of them. It was a pretty nice place, I'm not gonna lie. It felt, you know, very sort of like indie artsy. As most cafes sort of do now, you know, you got your big chains of cafes which are just sort of like, you know, here, get your drink and get out as fast as possible, pay a premium, but you're paying for convenience. And, you know, club card benefits or whatever. But you get like with indie cafes, which are like, we're not like other coffee shops or whatever, you know, we use XYZ. This is how we, you know, make our difference. This place felt like, I can't remember what it's called, but it had a scientific theme behind it. For whatever reason, because it had a very sort of rustic aesthetic, but like where the logo was like a nucleus or something, and they were called like, I think it was called Cafe Labs, actually, now I think about it. That sounds right. So they had like a sciencey sort of theme, so, you know, they didn't lean into the scientist aesthetic, I guess, unless they kind of lent into like a retro scientist, like academia sort of aesthetic, maybe. I don't really know, I didn't pay that much attention. We just ordered some food and we sat outside, and, you know, when I'm on holiday, I'm like, might as well order some food, you know, despite the fact that me normally would never go to that cafe and just order a food or drink, because, again, don't snack, all reasons, see 1 minute into this video for the full description. But, you know, I'm on holiday, why not, you know? Plus, I don't think I had breakfast that day anyway. So what did I order? I had some sort of open face sandwich. I don't remember what it was. I think it was prosciutto or Parma ham. No, Iberico ham? I don't know. I had a lot of Iberico ham when I was on holiday in Spain, unsurprisingly. On like a tomato sort of paste on some rustic bread. And I had a matcha... Was it a matcha latte? I don't know as well. As a drink. It was a matcha something. Which you might be like, I thought you didn't drink coffee. I didn't, but I like matcha, or the taste of matcha. So, you know, that's what I had. And it was tasty, is what I said. My friends had some other sandwiches. I think one of my friends had like a carrot cake. It was a pretty big slice of carrot cake from what I recalled. And one of my other friends had a different open face sandwich or with some ham or whatever. I remember the staff who were there were like super like nice and lovely. And then like it started like spitting a little bit. Not the staff, like the weather. I mean, there was a little bit of rain started to occur, and you know, he came outside, he opened like the umbrella, the parasol thing for us, and you know, then it kind of like stopped raining like almost immediately, but it was still nice. What I say. And we were basically right next to a church. It felt like a very aesthetic way to start your morning. And perhaps aesthetics is not exactly the way you should be determining how you spend your time, but you know, it's the mood of it, you know, the ambiance. I'm looking at my pictures now. I forgot. We also were given like a little tiny whisk for whatever reason to mix up our drink. I assume the matcha latte if we really wanted to do so. I don't really know why you'd necessarily want to do that, but again, I'm not really an expert coffee drinker or anything like that, so who knows. And also, it was a very nice way to have breakfast in the morning. As I say, you know, we actually stopped at a few coffee shops, I think, or cafes along the place. I think on the first day, we actually stopped at a cafe for lunch as well. I don't remember what I ate. I don't know if I even ate anything. Did I not eat anything? Maybe I didn't. But that's just so typically me. Dum 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 da da. Ooh, I can't remember. I remember my friends ordered like some baguettes or something. Or maybe we had lunch somewhere else and that was just a snack. I generally don't remember, to be honest. Did I eat anything there? I don't know, I'm having like an existential crisis over it or something. Anyway, it was a nice sort of like open face sandwich. You know what's also the craziest part is like later that afternoon, we saw that person who like patroned us at the coffee shop again. Like we were just like crossing a road at some place. It was a reasonable distance away as well. And we just saw him cycling on his bike, and apparently he waved at us and we waved back. I didn't see him actually. I don't remember why. I was probably looking the other direction or something, but apparently he waved at us and I saw him go by. And we were like, whoa, it's the guy. Which I thought was pretty funny. I think one of my friends might have bought like some merchandise somewhere. I don't really remember. Anyway, it's nice, you know. Obviously, it's nice because, you know, we're like tourists on holiday at that destination. I'm sure if I lived there, I'd be like, oh, you know, it's so overpriced going to that coffee shop, especially it's not worth it just like to have a coffee shop at the side of a cathedral or whatever instead of like directly in front of it. Oh gosh. Or maybe you like prefer to go to a balcony cafe like down an actual off street road or whatever. I don't know. Or maybe you're not even thinking about that because you've got things to do and places to be. I don't know, to be perfectly honest. I'm sure other people will probably have a similar sort of idea, thought about that if they came here to the UK, like by London. Be like, ooh, I'd love to have a coffee by like the London Eye, sorry, the Coca-Cola London Eye or whatever it's called now, and I'd be like, all right, you do that, I guess. And then, I mean, I guess that's cool. I mean, I guess it'd be cooler to have coffee on the London Eye, but like next to it, that's right. It's not exactly the most interesting thing to watch, but I get it. I get the appeal as aesthetics. No, I don't think anyone's ever said that Dear Darling does not understand moods or aesthetics. That is. Well, it's not my lifeblood. I would say that's perhaps a bit extreme, but still. It's just, anyone can get into any mood, any aesthetic. And turns out I definitely cannot carry this conversation on for a whole episode. Or maybe I can. I don't know. What else can I really say about it? I don't really even have many anecdotes about that. I think the only thing I can remember is that he accidentally got our order wrong and swapped 2 of our drinks. I don't know. He was just a really charming person. What can I say? I think one of my friends tried to get like a giant spoon as a gift for another friend. I think one of my friends also tried to get wanted to buy a mug or a cup, but they didn't sell it or something at this particular chain, which was a bit of a shame. I can't remember. Again, it's not my sort of thing, to buy that sort of to buy merchandise, I suppose, off a place that I really like. I don't know. I guess I don't like branded merchandise all that much now I think about it. You might be like, you're not out here repping a brand? Do I? What branded things do I even own? That's a very good question. I can't think of a branded thing I own. I just want to get the Nook Mart mission. But instead we're here chasing after a crab or something. This one seems a lot slower. I must own some branded item of clothing or merchandise or something, probably. I mean, I guess technically everything's branded because everything's been made by a company somewhere, but no. Come back here, you. Okay, I think we're just going to abandon you. It's not worth chasing whatever you might be. I don't even know what you are that's this fast at this time. Are vampire squids available at this time? I think after 8 PM or 9 PM, aren't they? I don't think you can be a crab, but maybe you are a crab. Because those are the things which are normally super fast. Anyway, so we're not here to talk about Animal Crossing deep dives or whatever. I'm surprised we haven't got a scallop though for a while. Because that's kind of... Is this what we were chasing earlier? I hope not. Because we haven't seen Pascal for ages. We don't normally do these deep dives. So the fact we haven't even found one yet is kind of wild. Yeah, what else can I say about this excursion to that cafe? I'm trying to think of the times I've actually chosen to stop by a cafe and order a drink. But one time I can think of is I don't remember where it was. I think I was going shopping or something, and it was the summer, and I just stopped by a Starbucks to order some drink. I can't even remember what it was. Sorry about that little bit of a pause. But I think I was talking about how I went to a Starbucks to get a drink, and I saw it outside, and I was like, I'm kind of thirsty. Why not get this drink? I don't even remember what it was. Anyway, I just ordered it directly off a menu. Highly uneventful thing. I just ordered it, I drank it, and it was pretty nice. If a bit expensive, but I paid for the convenience of, being like, why not? I could have just gotten a water bottle, had some water, but that's a bit boring, Live a little. Ain't that what life's for? I forgot. I don't really know what I was going with, to be honest. Anyway, it's just a nice breakfast thing. Cafe breakfast cafe. What other times have I been to the year 3000? No, what other times have I had breakfast at a cafe? I can't really think. It's probably happened on the holiday as well, but it's not like I can just pluck that from my memory for some reason. Okay, let's do some... we need to be more conscious about actually farming Nook Mart missions, because we are actually getting kind of dangerously low on Nook Mart points. Mainly because we spend 1,000 every single day. We definitely don't earn 1,000 every single day. I don't know, it's just a nice thing. They served it actually interestingly. to us on, like, not chopping boards, but, like, they gave us, like, tray boards, I suppose. And that, I think, sort of contributed to the very sort of artsy feel of it. Not just directly on the tray, you know. It wasn't a we want plate situation, but they gave us a plate. But the plates were on these, like, very, like, nice looking, I suppose. Wooden sort of tray things. I guess I kind of like lunch trays. But lunch trays sounds a bit pedestrian, while these felt like artisanal lunch trays or something. You know, they had like a little thing. Little divots on it for the plate and the drink. To make sure that, you know, that they stayed put, I suppose. Oh, hello. Emily Apollo talking. So, I've been hearing everywhere that folks think I'm scary. I don't get it. What's so scary about me? Why, Apollo, if I didn't know better, I'd say you seem to care what folks think about you. But that can't be right, now can it? Anywho, what does it matter if the way you look, if the way you look and the way you talk can be, well, unnerving? We're still your friends. The way I look, the way I talk, what's so darn unnerving about them? Dear, now be honest, do you think I'm scary? You look pretty scary, you sound pretty scary, you're not scary, no sir. See, there, Mountain gets it. I'm not scary, I'm misunderstood, just like I've been saying all along. You're so right, Pudding, he's not scary at all. I don't know if we've had that dialogue before, actually. We might have, but yeah, again, you tend to forget these dialogues once, you know. Oh, you know, just give or take 3 years have passed or something playing the same game. I don't mean that in like a derisive way either. It's just literally true. Sorry, breakfast cafe. Yeah, it sounds so like silly just to be talking about, like, oh, I actually kind of like really like the trays and stuff, like the dishware, I suppose. It's not really the dishware. I don't know how to describe it. I was going to be like cutlery, but I think it's not cutlery. It's not the forks and knives. It's literally just like the serving tray was like really nice. And it sounds so stupid to say, but I'm just like, I don't know, I kind of liked them. I was like, oh man. It's one of the things, you know, if you had infinite money, what small pleasures would you still get from life? And I don't know, you know, buying furniture, you know, interior design. I can see myself getting really into that if it wasn't like supremely expensive. You know, getting like custom designed furniture. Can you imagine? Getting a professional architect or whatever on board. You know, that sounds like a lot of fun. Anyway, it's got literally nothing to do with the conversational topic. I'm just here daydreaming. Don't mind me. That's what cafe mood makes you feel like. What do my friends have? Let's see if okay, so, you know, this friend, like a ham, open face sandwich, also had a matcha latte. I don't know what drink it is. Oh, I forgot about this as well. They served some of their drinks in beakers, because obviously they were cafe labs, it's meant to be like scientific and stuff. The matcha latte, for whatever reason, wasn't. I don't know if there's any particular reason why it wasn't, but my friend had his, I don't even know what drink this is, like some iced tea or something, just like served in a beaker, which I think is kind of cute, you know. It's weird that they sort of lean into aesthetic but don't. It's more like, I suppose they have like the academia core thing going on, but also a very sciencey theme behind it as well, but I don't really know. Yeah, we haven't found our crafter for today. Not that I'm really all that bothered, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if we've got any more recipes left. Animal Crossing wise, we might do, but I'm not going to go seek them out. That's way too much effort. Instead, I'm just going to round this episode off here. So, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares are greatly appreciated. Twitter, Discord down below. Hope we'll see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time. No clapping. Bye bye for now. Okay, just walk off immediately, I guess, Joy-Cons.